had that on.
You got to stand in front of the big balls, the big Christmas balls. Look at this, you look stunning, absolutely stunning. Let's get you in focus, amazing. October Red Boxing here with the world champion. And one of my favourites as well, a beautiful face and a beautiful character, Ebanie Bridges. First time guest, but we spoke plenty offline.
I know, finally. You know, it's so funny when I saw you, I was like, no matter what, because I'm not doing very many today, because I did so many yesterday, I'm like, no matter what, I am doing an interview with you because I appreciate you and I love your channel and you're doing great. Thank you.
No, thank you. I want to talk a little bit about your opponents. I know since you've started boxing, you've always had what I'd call a little bit of a red eye on you, where other fighters look at you, they see your beauty, they see your assets, they see your weigh-in outfits, and they seem to come for you personally.
Yeah.
How do you deal with that as a professional boxer?
Yeah. I mean, it's just weird because it's like I'm a boxer. Like, that doesn't matter. None of that matters. What matters is in the ring. And I'm a world champion. Do you know what I mean? I do the talking in the ring. Doesn't matter what I look like. You know, you can't judge someone. And I've been proving that over and over again. I didn't get that world title because I'm pretty. I didn't get that world title with my titties. You know, I got that world title by beating the longest reigning world champion in the division. So it's just, for me, it's just like, you know, like I said out there, sticks and stones. It doesn't bother me. Realistically, I'm living my best life. I'm living my dreams and I'm doing everything right. I'm good, you know, I help people and, you know, I do whatever I can to help others. My soul is pure and I'm confident and, you know, God's got a plan and I've got a good big plan ahead of me.
I want to talk a little bit about sacrifices. You have moved over to the UK. In fact, your words, you have worked hard. Let our viewers know a little bit about the sacrifices you've made to become a world champion and stay there.
Well, like, obviously a lot of things throughout my whole career. I could sit here and list them off forever, but I mean, the biggest sacrifice, I finished my fight and I decided and I realised, you know what, I have to be here in the UK with Mark Tibbs, with a good team to make sure that I keep improving and can keep getting better and better because it was the best team. And, you know, I was sick of globe hopping. Like, for my whole career, I've gone from Australia to Philadelphia to America, from there to the UK, then to Mexico. Like, it's just so much and, like, I shouldn't be doing that. You know, and I went home and had 4 weeks to break up with my boyfriend of 10 years. And that was really hard, obviously, but I had to choose between love and dreams, and you only have one life. And in my heart, I was like, if it's meant to be, you know, it will be, but I can't say no to this opportunity and I need to be my best. And leaving my family, who I'm so close to, you know, all my friends and my job, which I love, obviously, you know, I do love teaching. I just wish I could still teach a little bit, but maybe some private tutoring. But no, honestly, there's more. The money that I've spent on my career, people don't know, you know, young pros will understand, like fresh pros, how much it costs to be a boxer. In Australia, it's even harder because we don't have close countries that it only costs £100 or £70 to get an opponent over to fight. It cost me, like, you know, like $4,000, $5,000 to fly fighters over to fight them because there was none 3 years ago in Australia. Shannon was one of them, but she'd already had 20 fights, so it was like she's not going to fight a fucking, you know, a debuter or mind you, she does, but you know, I didn't think it was going to be like that. So, anyways, that's just a start. Like, but there's so many, but it's all for a reason, and I just followed my dreams in my heart, and I just believed. I believe. You know, my destiny. I believe in my destiny. I believe in God's plan or the universe's plan. Whatever you believe in, I just know that I'm meant to be here, and I'm meant to inspire and do so much more. Boxing for me is just the transport. It's just the train. You know, of the message that I'm pushing and what I'm standing for. You know, obviously I love boxing, but for me it's bigger than that. It's bigger than boxing. It's what I stand for, and I'm able to put that on such a big platform. So I just know that, and that's from God. You know, so. Or the universe, whatever you believe in.
I love that, and what I do love is your passion and the fact that you are so dedicated to this sport. You are an educated woman, a mathematics teacher, a woman that holds, you know, a degree. I think you said it's a master's.
2 degrees and a master's, yeah.
So you are somebody that is highly educated and not afraid of hard work, because obviously you have to work hard to get the education and status anyway.
And anything.
So the boxing, when people do come at you, and like I said, they just see these beautiful blondes, that, you know, they see your Asiatics, they look at it, and she said she's never met you, but yet still she doesn't like you.
I know.
Make it make sense.
It doesn't make sense. Like, she just doesn't like me. Do you know what? We're just so very different. She's very closed-minded, obviously. I think anyone that isn't closed-minded and people that are not judgmental. Like she said, you know, you see people on TV and you judge them. Everyone judges. I'm like, well, I don't. You know, I don't really like. I don't judge people until I meet them and I've had conversations with them, and then I'll make my judgments. But I don't judge people on what they look, what they wear, what their sex is, what their race is, what their religion. I don't judge people. Like, until I've met them, I have no right to do that. So I don't, you know, and like I've said before, you know, she was a bit of she's a pioneer in Australia. She's one of the biggest names in Australia. So I used to look up to her because she was the only one that was...
idols become
right. And she was the only one that was around, you know. But then she started talking shit about me and all this stuff, and I'm like, whoa, okay. What the hell, you know, and I wouldn't use her as a sparring. She's so shit that when I fought Shannon, and I was just like, oh, okay. All right, no worries. Like, and then just it got worse, obviously, and she jumped on the whole, you know, because... I take my clothes off, which everyone does in weigh-ins, I thought. I mean, I thought everyone took their clothes off. I didn't know anyone weighed in clothes, but whatever. And I show my bits. I don't know what bits you've seen. Might see some tomorrow, though, so tune in. No, just trying to get more people to tune in. But, no, honestly, it's so petty. And it's so 2020 with, like, Shani. You got Shani, and then you got, yeah. But it's just boring, you know. Boring to judge someone just because they would take pride in their appearance, because I've got big boobs, because I like to, you know, I'm a bodybuilder, so I like to work the stage a little bit and give a little bit of entertainment to my fans more than just on the fight. You know, I'm always, even you see my workout yesterday, like even at the workouts, I love to give back to the fans. And that's good for boxing, and it's good for women's boxing. And that's why I'm a big name in the sport, and that's why she's getting this opportunity, and she's on a big platform. Otherwise, we'd be fighting small. No one even know that we're fighting. She'd be getting paid pennies, like, and you know. So, and she says she doesn't care about that, but if she didn't care about the money, then we wouldn't have been purse bids and all this bullshit. Do you know what I mean? She knows. Like, so. Anyways, I hope it's a good retirement fund for her and she enjoys it. But to be fair, it's like no matter what, I think no matter what I do, I'm gonna have people like Shannon O'Connell. That just can't get over the looks, can't just think that when you're pretty and you love yourself, because it's okay to love yourself, guys. It's okay to be proud of what you've done and who you are and show it off and shine bright. You should never take that away from yourself. It's okay to do that, and it doesn't mean that, you know, you don't take things seriously, or a princess or whatever, anything like that. You know, it's just, you know, be real, you know, and that's what I am. And she thinks she isn't, but God, she talks so much shit.
I can only see it getting worse. Every time you get a tougher opponent, I can see the comments coming. The thing is, what I like about you, and I've always said this, is that you're not afraid to be yourself. Yeah. Like you said, people weigh in underwear. Yeah. You come from the performance where you're a bodybuilder, and that stage presence is everything. And let's face it, yes, it does bring eyes to the sport.
That's what we want. We want eyes in the sport. Fucking, that's what we want. We want eyes in the sport and women's boxing. And the fact is I can fight. It's not like I'm doing it and then I go in there and I'm a flop. I can fight. I'm a fucking world champion. Do you know what I mean? And I'm going to get eyes on the sport. I'm going to get eyes on Shannon. No one even knew who she was. When it got announced, everyone's like, who's this bum? Who's this bum? Like, I'm like, no, she's actually good. Like, she's not a bum. Like, she's, you know, and I'm trying to defend her because I know she's good. But everyone's like, Ebanie's fighting a bum, you know, and I'm like, fuck, I'm not. But, you know, like, it's just that, you know, that I'm bringing that eyes and that platform. So it's kind of like anyone that fights me knows that as well. And that's a good thing that I've done. And I'm proud of that. I'm proud that I've been able to bring that, you know, to probably, you know, I really wouldn't have liked to give her the opportunity because of all the shit she's talked. But anyone who gets in the ring with me, I'm glad that I'm able to give these girls opportunities. You know what I mean? Like Maylis Gangloff and, you know, like Beck, like anyone that I fight, you know, I want to give them those opportunities. And it's nice to do that, to spread it. I'm always supporting the women and they know that. And for me, I don't hate no one. I really don't. You know what I mean? Even Shani too, Shani, original Shani. You know, I really hope she wins this weekend, and she will. And then I hope she fights Nina and she wins, and we can have a great unification, because that's going to be epic. So that's a little slight good luck message to Shannon Courtney in there. But no, honestly, I do hope she wins, because next year's going to be awesome.
One thing we can guarantee on Saturday night is that there will be entertainment. Shannon Connolly, I've got to make sure I've got to get these O'Connell. Yeah. See what I mean? I'm terrible with names. I am disgusting. She reckons that she knows you're tough. She knows that you will bring the smoke, but she said that she is the better boxer than you. Talk to us about what you've been working on in the gym with Mark Tibbs.
Yeah, obviously everything. I'm improving, you know. I know I've only been boxing. I've only been a pro for 3 years. Wow. You know, I've only been pro for 3 years, so I haven't been boxing that long. So I'm always learning. So every time I get in the ring, I'm going to show more. I'm going to be improving. And I'm a fast learner. you know, like I learn fast. Like look at how I box for that, you know, amount of time. So when I get in there, it's just going to be more fine tuned. You know, obviously, you know, Mike, we like to box and we like to use the jab and it's all that kind of stuff. So I'm looking to going in there, controlling the fight, and you know, I would love to go in there and just blitz her. But I want to show I want to show class. I want to show that I'm a better skill boxer than her. That she's, you know, I know I could outbox her if I wanted to. But if she wants to sit and fight me, bring it. Because, you know, I love that kind of fight. Like after the Cecilia fight, I was like, no one's going to want to sit and fight with me anymore. So if she does, that's my bread and butter, and I absolutely love that. To sit and go to war. That's my not comfort, but my I don't know. That's where I'm. You know, just that gives me life at home in that pocket. So yeah, she said she wants to do that, punch holes in me, so whatever.
Well, we will see on Saturday. Moving forward, I know you're not going to overlook any opponents, and I never ask that, but you must have career aspirations and goals. What is your roadmap? Where do you want to go? I know you've mentioned obviously the unification, but talk to us in a little bit like finer stages. Yeah. Who are you looking at to fight?
I'm actually, honestly, I'm not looking at anyone to fight. Yeah, I'm going to get through. My biggest thing right now is just going to get through Shannon O'Connell. Yep. And then I know I need to get through to her to achieve my goals of being unified and undisputed. And whoever that's against, it doesn't matter, because I believe I'm going to be undisputed. What I say, I believe. What I say happens, and I know that. And I just know it because it's always been like that. So, you know, I don't need to really think about after and who, because whoever it is, I believe I'm going to beat, I'm going to win. But first we've got to get through Shannon O'Connell, which I do believe I will. And I think I'm going to shock the world again. So here we go, shock them all. But I'm looking forward to it.
We wish you all the best. Ebanie, you are a sincere character in the sport, and we love to have you here. We're happy that you're in the UK. You have made this your home, and we wish you all the best on Saturday night.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate you and all that you do. Thanks, babe.
Hi, and thank you for watching October Red Boxing. Like, subscribe, and tap the bell for notifications. You can also find us on Instagram at October Red Boxing and on Twitter, October Red UK. And remember, at October Red, we stay ready.